Hello and welcome to CSCI 5000 Data Management in the Department of Computing at East Tennessee State University. My name is Dr. Brian Bennett and I will be talking you through some of this information. Then hopefully through this course you will learn a lot about data and how to manage it through both Excel and SQL and relational databases and data warehouses. A lot of the data that we have and manipulate are in each of those areas. So each of these things are very important for us to talk about. So this first set of lectures will basically introduce you to data within a business context. The first part is looking at data in the enterprise as a key business resource. So information is a key business resource. And that couldn't be more true than it is today. So a lot of times people think of key business resources as number one, money, because money drives business, right? The other thing is people. Without people, you could not have a successful business, both from from both sides of the equation, whether you're from the business side looking to provide a service, or whether you're from the consumer side who actually takes a service. So people are very important to businesses as well. Buildings or offices. So we've seen throughout the recent pandemic that buildings and offices have been less important and become less important. However, at some point there has to be some structure in place, whether that's an electronic structure or some sort of housing for people to do their business. So the other thing is equipment and infrastructure. So infrastructure being things like the network that might be involved, the equipment that you might have on a computer, and things like that. But really, that list is not necessarily comprehensive. Is anything missing? Well, the answer to that is certainly. Information is a key business resource, but it's often seen as being very mysterious. And the mysterious nature of information comes from some of the names that are associated with the technology. So information technology a lot of times means infrastructure and not information. So these are the people who work on your desktop computer. They make sure the network works. They make sure that the servers that you connect to are working correctly. The databases that you use are appropriately provisioned. And a lot of times information technology, the IT people are seen as the people who come around and ensure that you have access to that information. An information system is basically a screen that tells me what I want to know. So I can log into an information system and get information that will answer a question or might give information about a customer or whatever. So the information system is something that is very important to us, but often we don't understand how it works on the back side. But the point is that information is used in every aspect of a business, from the day-to-day operational tasks and activities that we are part of to the administration of the business and the management of the business. One of the things that our certificate and our concentration in data analytics focuses on is strategic business decision making. So businesses often have to look at data and information in a way that would guide them toward good decisions. Using big data and data analytics for better business decisions. So these are some things that you could use, and this comes from Forbes. These are some things that you could use to allow data to help you. Looking at optimization of sales. looking at streamlining those sales processes so that customers are happy, the salespeople are happy, the business is happy. And often, if you streamline things or you optimize things, then you can get a better return on your investment than you would have otherwise. Enhanced productivity, that is just something that you can, in a manufacturing setting, for example, you can look at what happens and the way things happen in order to streamline things and enhance the flow from one side to the other. You can provide agile pricing models, looking at things like how customers behave in a situation, and then adjust your pricing based on customer behavior. Identifying the optimal customer profiles. These are looking at things that would allow you to ensure that you're actually marketing to the right people. But the point of all of this is, as a business, we have to take full advantage of the benefits of data. That means that the quality of that data has to be of the highest importance. We can't focus on collecting the data without considering how good that data is that we've collected. If it's inaccurate, if it's inconsistent, if it's unreliable, then that will inevitably lead to bad decisions. And certainly that is something that businesses could, it can make or break certain businesses. And we have to ensure that our data is of the highest quality in order to get the best decisions that we have. The second thing for taking full advantage of the benefits of data is fostering a data-driven culture. And that is critical in the business environment. So stakeholders have to understand where those data sources are, the goals for analyzing that data, and actually how to analyze that data. Because the metrics used for interpreting results upon that data are also things that we have to understand. So everyone has to be on the same page, they have to speak the same language in order to make the best decisions possible. And finally, information is routinely used for monitoring efficiency and effectiveness in the business itself, ensuring that things are flowing appropriately and that there are no surprises in the flow of business. Planning for the future of the business, a lot of times we can use data to extrapolate trends and then look at those trends into the future and predict kind of where things will go. And by doing so, we can make strategic decisions that are based on more than just feeling, but actual data points that we have collected. Decision support then looks at those historical performance trends and projects future performance. It looks at the needs of our stakeholders and our constituents now and in the future. And it also looks at competitors and economic factors and all of these things that go into making good decisions. But the point for decision support is that it must and should be data-driven.